Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to my post-race update about the Vancouver Triathlon that I did 2 days ago now. We're now September 5th and the race happened on September 3rd. It was a real wake-up call. It was a real testimony of where I stood as an athlete and in my athletic performance. So I finished 5th place in my age group, which my goal was to finish 3rd place. I wanted to have a podium spot, but like I mentioned in the pre-race video, a part of me wanted a podium spot and a part of me didn't want it, just because I knew it would drive me and motivate me to work harder and to earn that podium spot. The best way to put it is that the race went perfectly. Everything was perfect, from my carb up that I started 2 days before, from the stretching, how my body felt, where I was from my mindset point of view, how I slept the night before. When I woke up, I did my morning routine and everything went smoothly. I went to the race, I was feeling good, I was feeling confident, my body was feeling great, and I still managed to finish 5th place, which for me was, like I said, a real wake-up call, because it really showed me where I stood, because like anything couldn't have gone more perfect. Meaning, if something went wrong, I probably would have blamed it on that, but now since everything went perfectly, it was literally, I am not strong enough, I don't have enough stamina, and my VO2 max is not strong enough to be able to compete at that level, which is amazing because now I know where I stand and I know where I need to work towards for next year. Just overall, the event was absolutely amazing. The race was a little bit delayed in the morning because it was windy and the water was choppy. The guy that was bringing the floaties to put in the ocean to tell us where to turn around, he was rowing on his boat for like 5 minutes and was staying at the exact same spots, and that's how windy and wavy it was. The boat just kept going up and down, but it stayed at the same spot the whole time. So we had the pleasure of swimming in that because it was a reverse triangle, as you guys can see on the screen. So that first part, to go to the left side, you were against the water and the waves were just hitting you. And for me, I like to breathe on my right side, especially when I'm racing, so I get more oxygen in. And I was breathing and then turn my head to breathe, and bam, the wave would hit me in the face. I get like half a breath and then trying to get in. And the fun part was, once you're on top of a wave and you go to breathe and then the wave drops, your whole body literally drops in the water, so you're not pulling anything. It was just a lot of fun and a big learning experience for me to swim in choppy open water and in the ocean like that. I've actually never swum in the ocean a week prior to that race. It was my first time, like the Wednesday before that race, and I'm happy I did go swimming in the ocean before I did that race. But anyways, we had to do 2 laps of it because it was 750 meters, and as an Olympic distance you have to swim 1.5 kilometer. The first 750 went really well, and when we came to turn on at the buoy, the water wasn't deep enough because it was low tide, so we literally had to get out, run with water. It was up to our knees. You're dragging the water to go around the buoy, jump back in the water, and then keep going. So that went well. I actually came out in like 24 minutes something. It's gonna be on the screen. I was really excited about that because my first race ever was in March at UBC, and I believe I swam 29 minutes for 1.5 kilometer in a pool where I got to push off a wall. So I got to improve my time by 5 minutes and taking the aspect away of me pushing off the wall. And then we went on the bike. The bike was the only little hiccup that I had. I picked up the bike previously because I don't own a race bike. The bike that I own is a touring bike. It's extremely heavy, it's a steel frame. It's an amazing bike, it's just not made for racing. So BSP was kind enough to lend me a bike to race. It was a Cannondale CAD 12. And I didn't have my shoes with me when I rebuilt the bike at the site where I was dropping it off for the race. So I just assumed that if I go on my tippy toes and I adjust the seat height, it would be perfect. I didn't double check that when I started the race. As soon as I got off the swim, took off my wetsuit, I put on my shoes, and I got on the bike, and the seat was like about an inch and a half too low. I could feel it in my range of motion. Usually, if I was to pedal with my full leg, it would go like this. And with my seat being too low, my range of motion was this. So I was literally missing like a quarter of my push when I was biking. But still, I managed to bike in an hour and 10 minutes-ish. Again, it's gonna be up here. I was about 9 minutes behind the first 4 people that were in front of me in my age group, which even if my seat height was adjusted, I don't think I could have done 9 minutes faster. I genuinely gave it my all for like what I had in my body. And then for the run, The run was a little bit affected by the seat being too low because I was using more of my quads. So when I started to run, my quads were a little bit more toasted than they shouldn't have. I ran a 46 minute for 10 kilometer, which was like which was 4 minutes and a half slower than my previous race that I did a month ago. So I wasn't super happy about my run, but again, like I gave it my all. At the end, I was digging deep in every corner, trying to find some energy to push further. I was just leaning forward, driving my knees, and absolutely gave it my all, sprinted till the end. And yeah, ended up with the result that I ended up. It was 2 hours and 26 minutes, which is a 2-minute record from my previous race that I did 1 month ago. So I'm super happy about that. I got to beat my time, which just shows me that the competition was better because I beat my time and I still finished 5th. So props to the guys that finished first. I was looking at their stats and it was absolutely amazing. I think the first guy came out the water in like 21 minutes, biked 40K in 1 hour and 1 minute, and ran a 10K in like 40 minutes after his transition zones were down to a minute. It was absolutely amazing. Hopefully I get to that level next year. I will get to that level next year. So yeah, guys, overall it was an absolutely amazing experience. I'm really looking forward to doing that race again next year and improving my time and just pushing my limits. And to be honest, it was really nice to bike around Stanley Park and run in Stanley Park without having any traffic, having to worry about cars. And it was just a great vibe overall. It was a beautiful day. It was beautifully organized. And it was actually the only organization of all the races I've done this year that had healthy food after. Usually they have like pizza, they have fries, they have chips, which most of them aren't vegan besides like the fries. These guys had apple, oranges, bananas, they had some carrots, some broccoli, some tomatoes. So Multisport Canada, shout out to you guys for having healthy food after a race, because I don't feel like eating pizza after having beat my body and just push my limits like that. I want to give it healthy fuel after, so thank you to you guys for providing us healthy food, healthy nutrients after. So yeah guys, that's my update for the Vancouver Triathlon. I'm really looking forward to next year. Now my training started to prepare me for Whistler 70.3 next year in July 28th. When the race opens up, I'll actually be able to sign up. I'm just waiting every single day to know when I can actually sign up, so it's confirmed. But yeah guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to follow me on this journey of continually improving my athletic performance, my fitness, and my health. Again, I share more in depth on YouTube, but also share some great posts on Instagram. I made a post about chlorophyll, I made a post about adaptogenic plants and how it helps reduce your stress level, how it helps with recovery, how it helps with depression, how it helps with overall health. And all that's on my Instagram at Lucky Lifestyle, so you guys can go and follow me over there, and hopefully you guys get some value out of it. So guys, I appreciate you all. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in a couple days. Peace.